how connected all of this is.
Okay.
And we're live.
Okay. So in a 24-hour period, the dark half is night and the light half is day. So we can see the cycle really reflected in everything. In the monthly cycle of the moon, the dark half is a waning moon and the light half is a waxing moon. During the waning moon, waning, whatever, we should do releasing and inner work. The dogs joined us.
Oops.
Tech dog, sorry.
During waning moon, we should do releasing and inner work. As during the waxing, we do manifestation and bring about our goals and desires. That's why the full moon is so good to work with. In the yearly cycle, the dark half is winter and fall as the energy goes inward and the earth refreshes and rests. As the light half is the summer when the energy is focused outward, making fertility, manifestation, and physical form. So that makes sense. Come spring, everything just bursts to life again, which, you know, obviously right now, I also think that's what winter causes depression and things like that. You may find yourself thinking a lot. You know, I really think that ties in the whole cycle of the universe, which is wonderful. Beltane being May 1st and Samhain being November 1st. It said the psychic tide, yes. Yes.
Sapphire Moon says that she loves the person who is texting.
I'm not texting.
She's taking notes.
Yes.
She's taking notes.
Okay.
No, she's going to all our friends and tweeting how wonderful the study group is. That way we get our viewership up. Isn't that right, Midnighter? I'm such a dork. The psychic tide is said to be at its yearly height, and the veil is the thinnest on these days. Any questions so far? I know you work a lot with the Kabbalah, Aleister Crowley, and things like that, David.
Yeah.
Does any of this resonate to what you know?
The whole cycle, like I said, Crowley, to this whole cycle, he called it the de-integration of matter. You know, again, the idea of the cycles of nature, coming and going, like you said, progressing and progressing. So that's exactly, if you look in the Book of Thoth, the whole Book of Thoth actually shows that progress.
Okay. Can you reference our viewers to any books from Aleister Crowley?
Book of Thoth would probably be one of the best to start off with. I would probably recommend maybe some of the books by Lon Milo Ducat, because they're a really good introduction to Crowley. Because sometimes jumping into Crowley without maybe a little bit of introduction to magic is a little intimidating for people. So a book that I really highly recommend is the Magic Bells to Crowley by Lon Milo Ducat. And then from there, like I said, Book of Thoth is probably one of the greatest books ever written on magic, period, in Kabbalah. I mean, not only does it teach you the tarot, but it gives you the whole magical system laid out in one book.
And I know that's something that's your expertise, and that's something that I'm totally blind of right now that I'm trying to work with and learning. But it's really deep, and you know, it just really shows how everything we do in witchcraft and everything really has cycles and connects. And
All these systems are one system. They all connect.
and seeing that connection is what's, you know, makes you a powerful witch. That empowers you. Is seeing how these things come together and being able to make them come together for you. Poke.
No poke.
So I did a little, yeah, I'll let you hold it.
Perfect.
Jeff here has our little,
Yeah, you need to bring that closer.
Closer?
yeah.
How closer? Right in front of me?
So if you notice,
How's
we
that?
have a little diagram here showing how Goddess Divine up here.
in this book.
Okay. Point to whatever I'm talking
Perfect.
about. So we have Goddess Divine. And as in the Vangelo della Streghe, We know that the goddess descended into physical matter. Now point to involution, going down.
Involution.
So that's the souls coming into the physical. Then as we die, as we mature, we begin the descent back up by evolution. Evolution. Evolution, really. Then we have the higher planes of conscience, which is emotional, mental, astral, soul, monad. I'm sure there's another way of saying that, but we're going to go with monad for the moment.
Monad.
It is? Okay.
Yeah, monad.
I'm such a book nerd. You'll also notice that this also is between the dark half and the light half. The little squiggly lines.
Dark.
And the light.
There we go.
So everything, as we move up closer to the divine, we become a higher vibration of the divine. And you're good.
Okay.
He's such a great hand for Jeff.
Thank you.
So when we're working magic, the closer we are to the divine when performing magic, the more, we don't have the barriers of the physical world. When working on from the physical to the emotional and astral, which astral is a term I'm sure most people are familiar with here, you get closer to being that purity, which makes magic so much stronger. Do we have any questions so far?
Excellent so far.
One thing I want to touch on is the zodiac ages. One moment. I'm trying to find for you. Zodiac ages are divisions of time named for the signs of the zodiac. The first 100 years of each zodiacal age make up the dark half of the year. The last several hundred years are the light half. According to the Crowley calendar, we are in 12 Aquarius. And let me just get into what that means.
This is the dawning of the age of Aquarius. Age of Aquarius.
Hey, that works.
The dark half.
Damn you, hair. That show does keep coming up tonight, doesn't it?
Okay. So, zodiacal age is a period used to mark time by a zodiacal ruler. Theoretically reflected in the precision of the equinoxes. Each zodiacal age is ruled by a sign of the zodiac from which the age is said to take its character. Different schools of thought assign different lengths to the zodiacal age. According to the Crowley calendar, a zodiacal age lasts for 1,600 years, or 4 sets of 400 years each. By Crowleyan reckoning, we are currently at the end of the Piscean age. I hope I said that right. At the beginning of the Aquarian age, with the year 2000 being an intercalary year that was both 1600 Pisces and 0 Aquarius. That got a little deep into it. I'm not even going to go there, but that gives you a little bit about what to expect from a zodiac calendar.
Now, what is the significance of the set of years, the 800 year, or 400, was it 1600, 1600 year period? How was that number chosen?
Okay, you're gonna make me do math.
Well, the 4 sections, what is it split? Was it split up?
It's 4 sets of 400 years each, so I take it that way it's more equal.
Okay.
Okay, because when working with calendars, most people use the standard Christian calendar, which goes to Christ. And it's like Christ is the beginning and the center of the universe. Where this just goes into 4 sets and equally distributes time.
Yeah. I was just wondering if it was an arbitrary number or
And there is a grand procession, obviously. I mean, starting in April and going all
And going all the way around.
for the whole cycle.
Yep.
And then the cycle
Yep.
starts again.
Mhm.
So any questions, comments on time cycles? There's cycles, one thing, good thing about being pagan, to be pagan is to mean, pagan itself means from the countryside, to follow indigenous religions, to follow nature and observances in nature. And so, that's really, following these cycles really helps us to fine-tune ourselves to the universe. And, draw on that power of moving with one, as one. Okay, any questions on online world? No?
Alright, there's been a
Check out the spell of the month. The spell of the month is image magic. And image magic is the most famous form of magic. People who know nothing else about real magic know what a voodoo doll is, even if they only have a limited or skewed understanding of its use. There are many ways to use image magic. For example, the image of a particular deity can be used as a key to aid communication with that deity. Excuse me. But it basically goes through how to be comfortable with the way you look, how to use image magic to make things more powerful by drawing them. So take that home, check it out. It's a great way to work with knowing that the goddess is within you and that you have the power of divine and you're perfect the way you are. Any commentary? No.
For me.
All right. Well, I think that sums everything up. Thank you all for coming. Thank y'all for coming as well. And I hope you enjoyed that small little study group session. And I'm starting to get back in the swing of things.
Thank you.
All right. Bye. Blessings. Are we off?